We are so close. And we are live. Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in to the BAMF podcast. I'm your host, Mike Lafferty. Today, we are playing SUPERS Revised Edition with publisher Walt Robilliard. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning.
Good morning. I have my beverage of choice right here myself. And today, our players are Aid Smith from across the pond. How are you doing, Aid?
Hello, I am good, thank you.
All right. Right next to Aid in the Brady Bunch grid is Alice, a.k.a. Lala. Sorry, forgive me. Alice, how are you doing, ma'am?
Great. Hi, everyone.
Appreciate you joining us. And last but not least is frequent co-host and charming man about town, Jacob Blackman. How are you today, Jacob?
I will attempt to be as charming as you say I am.
All right. So I will hand the MC duties off to Mr. Walt since he is running.
All right. So today, I'm sorry, what was that, Mike?
I was just doing more radio guy patter. That's all. Just feel free to go.
Consider yourself appreciated. So today we are running kind of like Mystical Mayhem. If you guys ever saw Warehouse 13 or the old Friday the 13th series from the late 1980s, early 1990s,
which was a terribly named series. They should have called that the name of the store.
Yeah,
Curious Goods. That would have been a greater series name.
Exactly. But for some reason, they wanted Friday the 13th, and they didn't think about that dude in the hockey mask. So, yeah, it didn't do well for them, but it was still a fun show.
Yes,
very fun show. So today, you guys are going to be playing agents of the Bureau of the Arcane and Metaphysical Forces, or something along those lines.
Okay,
when things in the night bump, you BAMF back. How do you like that, Mike? Talk about branding, marketing, right?
I like the way you work it in. That's a beautiful thing. I'll send you your nickel after the show.
Damn Skippy. All right. So you guys are lounging around in your gigantic library study / research area. You are all agents of this particular bureau that polices and kind of requisitions things that should not be in the hand of normals. Normals being anyone not you guys, because you guys are the Arcane. You are specially trained agents, but each one of you has a particular power, something that elevates you in the Arcane above normal men. So let's start with Jacob. Who are you, and what are you playing?
My character is the leader. I am Jack Amber, and besides my vaulted, leadership and charismatic skills, as you can tell, as I stumble all over my words, I am generally try to do what is right and make sure that my team gets out okay and survives every mission, because there are bad things out there, and I want to make sure that we do the right thing.
Right on. Alice.
I'm Lily Laurent, and I take all forms. I blend into the background, I find what we need to find, and I make sure I point the guns where they need to go, meaning those two people.
Right on. Aid Smith.
I am going to be playing a gunslinger called Hammond, who just likes to shoot things as much as possible.
And just out of curiosity, did each one of you guys pick a power to go along with these characters?
Are we just
I'm instant change, in case that didn't give that clue.
We're taking standard powers.
I'm a mask of instant.
Yeah, from the Supers book?
Yes.
Okay. I will have regeneration then.
Regeneration.
Oh, I forgot that I am the mask is the archetype I'm going with. And yes, instant change was what I was hinting at.
Bless you.
And how many dice do we get in that power?
Up to 4.
Okay, well, I'll have 4 dice of regeneration then.
Whatever makes sense.
That means I can throw myself through windows and various things without having to worry about it.
And Mike, who you got?
I am playing a tank. Let me see. What's a good name for a tank? Dominic Tortetto?
Toretto?
All right. Because it's all about family.
No.
Sorry. Yeah, I want to drive fast cars, blow things up. But really, It's all about family. I don't know. Can I get super strength?
Sure.
All right, super strength.
You going super strength up to 4?
Sure. Because it's probably wouldn't. I've already got like 5 dice in machine gun, so this broadens me as a character, right?
Sure, if you say so. So, all right. So, you guys are in your study when on the copious desk that is in the middle, you have a giant skull just hanging out there, and the skull rocks back almost like some prehistoric torture Pez dispenser, and shoots a beam out of its mouth in conjunction with all the smoke and cigar filtered funness that's in the room. You know, that old timey, like old study kind of feel. And the smoke coalesces into the head of Reginald, your handler in the BAMF. And he says, "Greetings, agents. It is so nice to see you again."
I'm just picturing Dresden Files right now.
That's perfect.
He says, "I apologize for interrupting your copious amounts of downtime, as I'm sure you have. However, we have a situation, and I need you immediately."
All right, Reggie, we'll be there in a moment.
I want you to know we're ready for action, Reggie. But really, it's all about family.
You gave me a whole 30 minutes of downtime. I guess that's a lot today.
It'll have to be. Meet me upstairs on the helipad.
This wingback chair is so comfortable. I don't know if I can get up, but I'll do anything for family. So I'll find a way to.
I'm sensing a theme.
Sorry, I'll stop that.
Is your character bald and have giant muscles and tattoos everywhere and drive a really hot sports car?
He might, but he's not quite as bald and muscular as, say, another character in this series. But The Rock. But you know. Oh, well, anyway, sorry. That's my stupid shtick for this game. I will move on. Someone else talk. Aid.
Yes.
Let's role play as we walk upstairs.
Okay. When do I get to shoot stuff?
Right now. All right, so you guys get to the room. What's that?
As I said, I point these two at what needs to be shot.
Yes.
So I've got twin medium pistols, so I will check my pistols, make sure they are full walking order, give them a couple of cowboy spins around the fingers as I'm going upstairs, and sling into the holsters.
Right on.
Yeah.
One of these days, you're going to shoot your fingers off.
As the commander, Jack will make sure that before we head up to meet Reggie at the helipad, everyone has their equipment, everyone's comms are on, everyone has their batteries and radios charged, ammo clips full, all that sort of stuff. Checklist.
In the military, we used to call that PCCs and PCIs, and you, sir, would have been noticed for your efficiency.
And did you remember to check his finger count again today?
That's all right. They grow back.
They grow back. So you guys,
You guys say he took regeneration. I figured I'd play on that a bit.
You guys get to the top, and the helicopter blades are already spinning. It's like a variation on a Jet Ranger, typical type of helicopter you might find in like a big corporation and stuff. Reggie is out there. He's in his he's got his like long trench coat with his suit underneath. He's got this wild bushy hair that's like flapping in the background, and like a little goatee that's a little too long. And he adjusts his glasses, and he says, "I'm really sorry that we don't have enough time to prep you, to get you fully in detail. But we have a little situation that needs to get handled, and I'm afraid you, being the agents on staff, are the ones to do it. So what we will do is we will send you on the Jet Ranger here and get you out into the breeze so that we can get things going, as it were. Do you have any questions or things that you need to requisition?"
Where are we going? What are we facing?
You are heading to the Linorm Corporation building in the center of town.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
He says, "Oh no." He says, "The corporation was having a big fundraising event today, and that fundraising event involved certain items that probably shouldn't have been on the auction block. So I need you to get in there. I need you to secure the item and make sure as many of the hostages don't get eaten, eviscerated, evaporated, or otherwise incinerated. Yes, sir.
Hostages?
Well, there are all the people that are inside who were at the auction that are currently not responding to family phone calls.
I see. All right.
He pulls up his cell phone, and he's like holding it up in front of him, and he's like spreading his, like passing his finger over the screen. You guys kind of notice that he's holding the phone backwards. Magnum PI. So he's holding the phone so that he's brushing across the case instead of the screen.
Have there been any demands from the people holding the hostages?
I don't know if there's any people. It's more along the lines of there are damn it, why can't I get this video to come up?
Why are you swiping across the case?
You turn it around for him?
Yeah.
He goes, I guess that would be more helpful, and I think I need to have my prescription checked. He pushes his what do you call it? His glasses up onto his face, and he pulls up a video, and you see a person is kind of like got one of those handheld gavels, and he's passing his fingers around to the crowd, and as he's doing his thing, he holds his hand up again, and then points directly at somebody in the crowd, and there's a pillow on a dais right next to him, and on that pillow is a crown. When he points at the woman, the crown shoots across the room and wraps around her head. The video sparks out and kind of fritzes a little bit as you're kind of watching. It focuses for a minute as you see the person holding the phone soundlessly voicing "help me," but then their eyes turn red and the phone shuts down.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, I have a quick question for you.
Yes.
Continue. The character sheets we were given says recommended advantages. Were we supposed to pick one of those and
Yes.
a power?
Yes.
Okay, one or both? Or
Both.
oh, okay. Well, sorry. Then I didn't actually pick my power. I realized. Okay. I will pick transformation then for 4.
Perfect. All right. So you guys, after watching the video, he kind of takes the phone and opens his jacket and goes to put it in the phone in the jacket, but misses the pocket and it falls on the deck, right next to his foot. He says, "I need you to get there as soon as possible."
All right, everyone on.
No,
Looks like we have artifact possession.
What's that, Mike?
Let's go. It's all right. I was gonna do more goofy role playing, hitting the one note my character has, but then I realized we should progress to plot because it's already 20 minutes into the hour. So let's roll. Let's roll for family.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts. Okay, so you guys hop in the Jet Ranger, and Pilot looks back and he kind of pulls his ear thing back away. He's like, "How many we have?" 5 guys with you? 4 guys with you? What are we talking? I see 4. That invisible dude isn't here again, is he?
Not that you know.
Ah,
No,
crap.
He's home snoozing again.
He goes like this. The co-pilot nods, and the helicopter lifts off. The nose dips, and you guys head forward, go off the helipad. The co-pilot turns over the controls and then looks at you, and she's like, "Target is Linorm building. All 4, yes?"
I nod.
She says, "Okay, keep your hands inside, hands and feet inside the vehicle at all times. If you're going to throw up, do it on your buddy. Do not do it on my helicopter or in my dogs." She says, All right, kids, this is where it gets weird. She Airwolf. No, it's not that kind of helicopter. Right? So she takes her finger and starts like tracing something on the ceiling of the oh my god, my dogs. She starts tracing something on the ceiling of the helicopter.
Ragnarok's here?
Pretty much. The what do you call it? The glyphs that she traces starts like glowing and humming. And a second later, you guys are standing on another helipad. Mike, if you want, you can bring that map up I just put in the...
I do not see a map.
in the private chat?
The chat.
Oh, sorry. Signing into roll 20. And let's see. Lunch game, Operation Raven Spear.
Hit it. All right, so
Movie.
yeah, you guys are on top of this building. What you see is you got the two black boxes that are right there on either side of the skylight. Those are kind of like entryways. The big black box that's right here, that is the kind of like mission control tower for the helipad. And you guys are all kind of just standing in the center of the helipad. Mystically transported from your helicopter, and you see the helicopter hovering above the pad dip off and fall away from the building on its flight back away. What do you guys do?
I'm going to head over to one of the doors. Take a look at it.
The doors leading down into the building, or are
Yes.
you going to go into the door here that leads into the control tower?
I want to go look into the control tower.
All right. I'll put you over there. I put these tokens together quick, so please forgive. So the you guys head over, and as you're looking into the glass, you see a dude, and he's kind of standing up, and he's leaning on the control deck, and he looks like he's like breathing very, very heavily.
Instant change. I'm going to use my transformation power, and make my. What kind of security outfit is he wearing?
He's not wearing a security outfit. He looks like he's wearing like a set of like a windbreaker.
Okay.
And he's got a dress shirt and a tie.
Okay. I'm going to make myself look like. What city are we in?
Yes, Liberty City.
I am a city power inspector.
Okay.
So make myself look like a city power inspector, and I'm going to go knock on the door.
He looks sick, like he might be nauseous, but he waves you in.
Didn't you get the memo? I mean, didn't you get the call? You're supposed to have evacuated by now.
He goes,
Oh no, do you already have the sickness? You must already have the sickness. Look, you got to get yourself to a hospital because everyone's supposed to be evacuated out of this place, hours ago. I mean, why didn't you get the call?
He's like, I don't feel very good. And he pushes away from the desk.
Mm-hmm.
And as he does, you see that his pants fall away from like where he was behind the desk. They're shredded, and from the waist down is nothing but roiling, writhing tentacles, different colors, scintillating colors in some spaces.
Oh,
changing.
Jack.
It looks.
Jack, get in here.
It looks like he's got a little bit of Cthulhu belly.
So, hell, we got Eldritch Horror on scene.
Well, this just made things a little bit harder. as I shift back, like he wouldn't even notice anyways with the way
He
I
doesn't.
am.
He's
Given-
just
Um,
Given
ahead.
the style of tentacles and the color variation, can I tell anything about what we might be facing?
do you have any sort of arcane background?
I have academics.
Let's do that. How many dice do you have in academics?
I have 3 dice.
All right, I will give you a 9 difficulty on that one.
Okay. 3 dice. Roll. I get a 12.
Nice. You think that this might be some sort of mutation caused by transmogrification magic. So probably something elder did this because most ritualists, like witches and like human style mages that could curse a person like this, would take days, maybe weeks or months for this transformation to occur. This has obviously happened in hours, so it's probably something very dangerous that caused it.
Okay.
But
and where do these tentacles seem to be coming from?
his waist.
His waist? Okay.
Yeah, so like he seems normal from the waist up, but from the waist down, he's just like what's that lady from the
Little Mermaid.
yeah, the Little Mermaid, Ursula.
Mm.
Yeah, so it's sort of like that, except like the tentacles are everywhere, and it from the like black streaks that are coming down from his rolled up sleeves and making its way up his neck as he loosens his tie. You don't think he's going to be very much him for very much longer.
Okay. And no one here has any healing abilities, I take it.
Not that you can see. However, your cell phone, or your comms rather, cell phone, however it is that you communicate, pings, and you see on the screen that it's Reginald.
Reggie, we got an elder horror on scene. What have you got for me?
Have you even made it in the building yet?
We just arrived.
Is it that bad that you've just arrived and there's an elder horror already?
We're in the security office. He's going to head over to the
this is why
skylight to take a look inside.
Okay. Is anybody staying with the ATAC guy?
Before we actually leave the ATAC guy, I'd like to try something.
Yes.
I would like to attempt to use my transformation to slow down his transformation, or somewhat basically contain or even reverse it, depending on how. But basically, utilize my transformation powers to alter the transformation that is happening to him.
All right. You guys should each have 2 competency dice.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to be basically power stunting your power.
Yep. I'm good with that.
All right. So you're going to need at least a 15 in difficulty in order to try and work this. And if let me know what you get.
I
16.
There you go. I rolled it right on roll 20 for you.
Damn, that's fantastic. Okay, so she comes over and grabs. Go ahead.
Just give me a moment, Jack, and then I'll go over.
Yep, she goes over, grabs the guy's wrists. You see mystic script scrawling across Lala's arms as she starts chanting and kind of like humming. The tentacles start withering away, kind of like a plant that's devoid of water and been in the sun for too long. And as he like kind of falls to the side, and she continues to pull him out of this curse, he starts to like become aware of himself, and he's like, "Oh my God, who are you? What's going on with my legs? Where's my pants?"
You're having a bad dream. Go, just continue dreaming, and everything will be better when you wake up.
But I'm not dreaming. I'm naked.
Sleep. I voice him as I have mind control.
Nice. Go ahead. You need a 6 or higher.
4d6 roll. I get a 12.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he passes right out. He's like, "But my pants!" And then he passes out. Mike is said that he was going over the skylight, or was Jack that was going over the skylight?
Jack will then go over to the skylight.
All right.
I will also go over the skylight because we're like family, and you always take care of family.
Okay, so I will say to Alice's character, are you going to do that? You can be able to do that with everybody we come across, or are the solutions going to be a bit more permanent as I load my gun up and make sure it's really loaded?
I doubt it, but it gave me some information.
Okay. Right, so don't shoot anyone yet. Gotcha.
All right. So as you guys look through the skylight,
And
it's,
don't shoot your fingers off again. I know they come back, but
it's all like red emergency lighting. And the red emergency lighting is got a lot of shifting shadows, and it's permeated throughout the place. But in the center, with all the chairs are tipped over and stuff like that, in the center is that woman. She's in a nice evening dress. Does anybody have awareness?
yes, I do.
All right, but
Yes.
you're currently
Yes,
in the,
yes, I do.
You're currently in the shed.
Yeah, I'm figuring I'm currently still with the tack guy.
All right, so go ahead and give me an awareness. Target is a 9.
Well, that should be no problem. So I've got 4 dice. I get a 17.
Nice. You notice that she's not touching the floor.
All right. I have eyes on target. She is currently a floater.
What do you guys do? So you don't see anybody else in the room.
I am preparing repelling gear.
Okay. So you're going to go in through one of the skylight windows.
Yes.
Okay. What's everybody else doing?
Once I'm done with this guy, I'm going to go over to one of the doors and I'm going to take the civilized way in.
She's taking the stairs. Aid, what are you doing?
Okay, gun drawn. I'm going to make my way behind Alice's character and cover.
All right. So you're covering her. Got it.
I'm unpacking my squad-sized machine gun. On the side of it, you can see emblazoned in bright red letters the word "family."
Oh my God!
I'm so angry at you right now.
Isn't that the family junior?
I got this small backup pistol that's in an ankle holster.
Oh, that one's family junior. Got it.
Yeah.
See, my small gun is named Karen, and my big gun is named the manager.
The manager. Okay. You guys get down the stairs, and you're at
I am
the
going
doorway.
to use my intrusion skill to make sure that our entry is pretty covert.
Okay. Jacob, you're going to get there first. You're the only one going through the skylight?
Yes. Again, I'm much like Alice. I'm going to use my intrusion skill. So quietly using a glass cutter to open up a window panel large enough for myself.
I'll be walking down the stairs behind Alice so that I don't disrupt the leader's stealthy entry via the skylights.
Right on. All right, so you guys are in the stairs, and he's going through the skylight. You managed to get the pane open and then secured your rope. Are you just going to slide down in there to where she is?
He's good. Before he goes down, he's going to check with his team to make sure they're in position.
Guys, you're in position.
Define position.
Do you have eyes on target?
Well, do we have eyes on target?
You guys are in the doorway that basically leads into this kind of like this ballroom.
Mm-hmm.
So if you hold 1 second.
So we can cover if Jacob comes sliding down the rope.
And you can kind of see through Jacob's kind of like got his comms facing, so you can see what's going on. She's hanging out like right in here.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You guys are in the stairway right here.
Okay.
Jacob, as you start to descend, you can see some personnel here.
Mm-hmm.
right? So you got a set of stairs coming up right here, and then on this side you have 2 stairway landings.
Okay.
That if you go to the next map that's on your lower right, that is kind of like balcony that looks
Okay.
down onto the ballroom,
Okay.
right? And you got the majority of people kind of hanging out up here with a few stragglers down below where you guys are.
Do they
So
seem to be doing anything?
They're standing there, but the weird thing is their eyes are all glowing red.
So, question, you said that we can see what's going on inside through Jacob's comms, right? Through
Yep.
Jack's. Okay. So, I see basically on the other side of the door a bunch of guys standing guard, essentially, because they're all standing still, but they're all eyes red.
Yep.
Okay. So, then I will say that we are in position because my plan is when he gives the cue, I'm going to transform the door into a massive net and just net as many of the people right in front of the door as possible and let my guns through.
Isn't the transformation? Oh no, you have transformation, not shapeshifting.
Correct. I did not take shape-shifting, I took transformation.
All right. So you're going to turn
Which is why I had to stunt the previous thing.
You're going to turn the door into a net,
Yep.
and
To a perfect net to just basically hit the guys at the door and then just wave my guys through.
So you can either get this grouping, you can get this grouping, or you can get try and get the woman. Because the door's not that big. It's the doors that you guys are at.
I think I want to get some of these guys. I want to get the guys on the left.
All right. So
Because
right
Leader's
here.
right above her, so he's got her. I just need to make sure I make way for the guns to go through while doing minimizing casualties.
All right. Let me grab my thingamadig.
And all these additional dudes, are they normal dudes or are they squidly?
They seem like party goers, people in suit jackets, some women in evening attire, some with suits on,
but not tentacled.
Not that you can see.
Okay.
All right. But each one of them has this like slight red hint to their eyes.
Okay. Pretty much, Jack will say, "Go on flashbang," and then he'll throw in a flashbang.
Nice.
Door turns into a net and goes at those 3.
Flashbang is what? 3d6? 4d6?
Check the PDF here. Does not have flashbangs on your PDF.
Hold on. I find it's almost like I've done this before.
But,
I've got a picture of a net bending, but if you want, I can get Funicello.
No, that's fine.
That's not the net. Okay, sorry.
That's not the net we're looking for.
So I throw the net. I throw the net and wave the 2 guys with me through.
All right. So first things first, Jacob drops the flashbang.
Yep.
That's 3d6.
Okay.
Where are you dropping it right on her?
Yes.
All right.
Since I believe she was probably the epicenter of everything. I get a 9.
A 9. Let's see what she does. She kind of like looks up as it's like passing her, and she catches it.
Oh no!
When she catches it, she squeezes, and as she squeezes, it catches fire, and instead of exploding, it turns to ash.
Oh, that's not good. Go!
Alice, go ahead and roll your transformation.
I
for the
did.
netting.
I rolled terribly. I rolled a 1, 2, 1, 1, so a 5.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
Let's
the door
see.
kind of turned to goop. So instead of turning into a net, I waved the 2 guys through.
El Presidente. So you guys
Apparently, transforming the other guy, I'm still dealing with the tingles and the magic.
We left El Berzadente back at the base. We could have used El.
We could have used him.
We could use a werebear.
So you put your hands against the door and it starts like vibrating.
Mhm.
The door explodes outward and then forms into a net. The netting kind of doesn't really go.
Anywhere?
Like,
Yeah.
you had some really good explosion in the beginning, and it was like, "Rah!" and it flops to the floor in front of them. Aid, what are you going to do?
Okay, with that not quite going to plan, I will start dashing in and making my way towards the main NAS.
All right. So you're heading straight up the middle.
Straight up the middle.
All right. Mike, what are you doing?
I will back his play.
Back his play. So you're
I'll-
going straight up the middle as well.
Straight up the middle. I'll watch his 6.
Gotcha.
Do you know why I'm watching his 6, Walt?
Family.
It's all about family.
Is it because it's all about?
I'm so predictable. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay.
It's funny.
I am not to be used.
No, you're a valued member of the team.
The witch lady, the lady with the tiara on, she holds up her hand and then pushes forward, and a mouth forms in the center of her palm and blows out a chunk of tentacles at Aid.
Cool.
Aid, you need to beat a 12, sir.
Okay. So I can use my reactions, which is 5D.
Yes, sir.
I might do it. Yes. 9, 13, 18, 22.
All right. So she vomits this. I have a Supers character, a Sparky, in a one shot with us some months back. And imagine the Hulk, but an older Tolkien type professor who turns into a super fast and strong red panda upon anger. We're going to have to work a game in order to get that done. So she hand vomits out those tentacles. They fly past Aid and kind of like strike around the fire extinguisher that's in the hallway you guys just came from. It wraps around and then starts crushing the extinguisher, rupturing the outside of it until it vents all of its carbon dioxide into the hallway. So now we'll go into actual rounds as all the guys with the red eyes. Oh, wait. Mike was just covering. All the guys with the red eyes hold their fists up in like kind of like that scene with Uma Thurman at the end of Kill Bill when they're all in that big room about to get their fight on.
The 101 or whatever they're called.
Yep.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
They all get into a fighting pose and get ready to get their beat down on. So Jacob, what's your reaction?
Let's see. My reaction is 2 dice.
2. Alice, what's your reaction?
My reaction is 2 dice.
2. Aid.
I've got 5 dice in reaction.
5. And Mike, what's your reaction?
I am looking that up right now.
It happens to the best of us.
Should we play the game show waiting music?
Yeah. So while we're doing that, go ahead and give me some rolls with those reactions so that we can get this flying.
Oh crap!
Get some initiative going.
Oh look, on 2 dice I rolled equal to my 4 dice earlier.
So what is it? 10?
I got a 5.
A 5?
Yep.
I have 2 dice.
I'm rolling it right and roll 20 for you, so you can easily see.
Nice. Mike, go ahead and roll your reaction.
Okay. Man, I forgot how to roll into roll 20. How bad is that?
Little die up in the corner.
Equal dice, top left hand corner.
It's okay. I got a 3 and a 5, total 8.
8. All right. Aid.
I got 22.
Jeez. Jacob.
I rolled well and got an 8.
Nice. All right, Aid, you're first.
Okay, so I have shooting of 5D, but a 4D specializing in split attack. So I'm going to fire both my pistols.
All right. Who are you targeting?
I'm going to fire at all-powerful Lassie and see what I can do with her. Right,
Oh,
so
gotcha.
4D.
Yep. So
Okay.
the first attack will be 4D. The second attack will be 3D.
Yep. Okay. So that would be 9, 11, 14 on the first attack.
Gotcha. And the second?
Second one is 10.
All right. She is going to try to resist.
What do I get? Does a threat bonus go into that attack as well?
Yes.
So that's
for
15 and 11 then.
15 and 11. Yeah, make sure you guys are tracking that. And Aid, on those dice, do you have an odd colored die?
I do not.
All right. Pick one die as like your odd color, something that's going to be differentiated from the rest of the dice.
Okay.
If you get a 1 on that die,
Yep.
let me know.
Okay,
right?
cool.
That's going to be your ammunition die.
Change my dice to a different color dice.
All right. Just one. Just
Yep.
one.
Okie dokie.
All right. She manages to evade that second shot, but that first one punches a hole straight through her chest. The very big handgun that you're using. And she looks down at it as if surprised, but she continues to float in place.
Okay.
All right. So that brings us to either Mike or Jacob.
Jacob, I'll defer to you since you're the leader.
Okay. With everyone having moved in, he will rappel down, and he is going to pretty much shotgun down. He's trying to aim for the crown.
Gotcha.
Because he knows the artifact is what's causing this.
Go for it.
All right. Let's see. My shooting is only 3 dice. One of these has to be a weird die. So that is a 13 total.
13. All right. She is going to defend with a little bit of weirdness. All right, so you're sliding down the rope, and you pull your shotgun and vent the trigger. The huge blast goes off, and as it endeavors to ruin her hairstyle through like the rest of her skull, her head breaks apart, and bits of her face are spread across the width of several tentacles. As like you ever see the movie The Thing, like the original 1980s?
Of course, I've seen that.
So it starts like twisting and turning as her face breaks apart on several different tentacles. But like in its place where her head was, where all these tentacles are writhing from, there's a shadowy like presence with red eyes still wearing the crown.
Okay.
That brings us to Mike.
I drop the squad machine gun.
Gotcha.
Because sometimes you have to know when to let family go. And I'm going to use
Please take a competency die.
Sorry. Then I will use that competency die along with my 4 dice in wrestling, and do I have 5 dice in super strength?
4.
4. So 4 in wrestling, 4 in super strength, 1 competency die for a total of 9 die as I try to wrestle.
You can only use 1.
Only use 1?
Yep.
Okay, hang out. So I can only
you can only use 1 skill or power. So you can only use your super strength, or you can use your other thing, but you can't use both combined for 9. You can use 4 or 4 and the competency die. So you can go up to 5 dice.
All right, gotcha. So 5 dice altogether. I'll do that. And you say there's a little dice somewhere over here
on the left side of the screen, Mike.
Left side of the screen, little die right there. Okay.
Yep. You can also just type it in the chat. So /R space and the number of dice you want to roll. So
17.
Hey, 17.
Oh. And who are you smashing?
I'm trying to wrestle the crown off the lady in red.
Okay. Oh God, this is gonna be murder. she's gonna have to really do something to get this, and you said you got a 7. Yeah, she did not get a 17. All right, so you like grab a handful of these tentacles that split her face across apart. Some of them wrap around your arms and stuff like that, but you're like, I have to do this for family. You take a mouthful of tentacles, start ripping it. You start prying it apart with your super strength. You see like alien arcane script right across your body in these mystical tattoos as you become stronger and stronger and stronger. You see the shadowy face that's like right there in front of you beyond the tentacles, almost scream soundlessly. All right, so that you have a hold of it. All right, but you haven't
so
managed to. Yeah,
it's still on, but I have a hold of it. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
So.
Before Alice gets her shot, the rest of the people down below are going to start doing their thing. Aid one group, the group that's over here, tries to tackle you.
Okay.
They great. They get a 5.
Okay. So I
How are
can
you
use
gonna
my
defend?
reactions to get out of the way. Yep.
As long as you haven't used it for anything else.
No,
so
I've
far.
only used me shooting.
All right, go for it.
Okay. 16.
All right. So yeah, they like go to like try and wrestle you down, and you slip and slide out of the way. Basically, like almost like football, American football, where you're just like passing them right by you, and so they end up on this side with their buddies, which means that their buddies now have to make a reaction check to see that they don't run into them. They do. These 3 are you can't really see it because the dice thing is up, but yeah, these 3 over here, you'll see them in a second. Mike, they run in for you, trying to tackle you.
All right.
And oh god, I'm rolling terrible. They get a 7.
All right. Can I defend since I'm already grappled?
Oh yeah, you can still defend.
Okay. Which should I roll? Just wrestling?
You anything that makes sense, so that you haven't used yet.
I would guess wrestling makes sense. So all right. So let's do 4d6 since my competency die is gone. Rolling. And
10. Yep.
Just
Yep.
10.
So 7. They only got a 7. So pretty much you just kind of like kick the lead guy and trip his leg out, and all these 5 that are right here kind of fall in a pile.
Okay.
Right, because they tried to, the other ones tried to get aid, and he kind of like tripped them into each other. That brings us to our lady in red. All the tentacles kind of like slap together around your hands, Mike, to try and put the face together. And everybody is going to need to defend against this as you're in the room. She vomits out a swarm of like black bulbous flies.
Okay. So the black bulbous flies, are they going for her minions as well?
Everybody.
Okay.
Okay,
So-
what do we roll to defend against that?
That's going to be a. Oh God, I'm rolling like crap. 10.
Well, the original idea that I had wouldn't work if they're actually going for the minions. So what I will do to evade that, I'm actually just going to use my awareness, and I'm going to just try and basically be like finding spots to duck and dive and use my awareness to avoid them.
If you can duck and dive a wrench, you can dodge a ball. Go for it.
Okay. And I am specialized in this, so I get to keep. I have 4 dice in this. I get to keep the 4th die because I'm specialized.
Gotcha.
I rolled a 9, so I do take a damage.
Yep. So
That's fine.
where are you taking it from? Fortitude?
No, because that'll drop me. I'll take it from my reaction. Oh,
Okay.
I start with 4 dice competency. I just noticed on this character, not 2.
Nice.
Oh, 4 dice. Okay.
Aid?
Yeah, I'm going to drop a reaction.
Gotcha. Aid, how are you evading?
Okay, so can I use my regeneration power as a defense?
Absolutely. That's a
And
great
just
idea.
basically take it straight in the face and just regenerate straight afterwards.
Kind of like Wolverine taking
Yeah,
the effect of like
exactly.
fire
We
and just
go
being
for
like, whatever, dude.
Full on messed up and then getting better a couple of seconds later.
Go for
Okay,
it.
I got a 9, 10, 11, a 15.
Oh,
You're
easily.
fine.
So these bees, all these hornets like come in and just like massively sting you. They all die after the effect and nothing. Jacob.
I am going to attempt to use the power of my voice to drone and make them go elsewhere.
Nice. Go for it. 10 or higher.
13.
Nice. So yeah, you hear all these like arcane whispers and stuff as Jack starts muttering, and they swarm right around him, almost like parting of the Red Sea. Mike, what are you doing to defend? Because you're right there at the
Yeah.
hellmouth.
I've got 16 athleticism and a 1d advantage for size. So I'd like to roll that and just say I'm kind of shiving and jucking and spinning around trying to.
Unless you're specialized, you're only going to get to keep the highest 3, just as
Yep,
a reminder.
keep the highest 3 because it's a skill.
All right, cool.
Since it's an aptitude.
Do it.
So roll 66.
So you roll 66, keep highest 3.
Okay.
3.
Do I get to roll 76 because of my size advantage or not so much?
What is it? 6d6 normally?
66 normally, and I have a advantage 1d6 for size.
Yeah, I'll allow it. Why not?
All right, sure. All right, 76.
And then keep the highest 3.
That would be 656.
Oh yeah, you're good.
All right.
All right. So basically, your hands are like caught in these tendrils that are forming her neck and face.
Mhm.
So as she goes to vomit, you just kind of like swing her around you, so all the insects just kind of fly past you. Lala, this brings you to your turn. What are you doing?
Okay. Are the guys getting up at this point?
No, they're still on the floor.
Okay. I will go and what kind of weapon is she using? What kind of clothes is the woman in red wearing?
It's a red evening dress.
Okay. I will at that point transform her red evening dress into into the those acrobat sashes, and I'm going to basically use it to start entangling her.
Nice. Go for it.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to use a comp die for this.
Ugh. What the hell?
Well,
I got a 5.
I got a 13.
Oh,
I
geez.
didn't
So you
roll.
got a hit and a raise.
Yep, I did get a hit and a raise. So
All right.
her evening gown starts to spin out into these long acrobat sashes and starts entangling around her and the tentacles and wrapping and wrapping and wrapping around her.
She starts, Mike, you're right in front of her. She starts choking from the grip that Alice has put on her. You're right there. Did you want to try and use your super strength to pry the crown off?
Yes, I would. So,
As my leadership ability, I would like to give him a competency die.
Nice.
all right, so that would be I have 6 athleticism for strength, 1 more competency die, 76.
Yep, 76.
All right, rolling 18.
Oh, all right. So you thread your fingers. It feels like when you have to like stick your fingers into a like a big bowl of hamburger in order to make meatballs. You just you just feel that ooze right around your hand as you finally grip the crown and rip it off her head. She like all the tentacles and stuff like that blow away, kind of like if you blow into a campfire when it's just cinders. It's just all ash and like glowing cinders as she hits the deck in the grip of Lala's what do you call it? Lala's strapping.
Yeah.
Aid and Jacob are very close by as like all these people who they just basically allowed to collide into each other are getting up, and as they were about to rush you again, you just see like what's going on in their face, and the woman is down on the ground. It looked, as you look up, if you look at these guys that are up here on this balcony,
Mhm.
It looked like they were gripping the railings to all jump over at you guys. But yeah, they're like all coming out of it. What do you guys do?
Well, we are 1 minute from the top of the hour, and I do have a soulless day job meeting starting in about 60 seconds that I am the
Well,
host for. So
I think the voice washes their brains and we go home.
There you go, easy peasy.
I didn't
What'd you guys think?
That was
that
fun.
was a good time. I always like playing supers.
I totally wanted to do something though. If the guys were coming after me, or if the guys were still up, I was going to basically play Find the Queen with them with one of my powers and just go around and make them attacking each other. So keep them
Nice.
busy from the group. But they
Mike,
didn't.
did you want to play the outro?
Oh, we didn't play the intro, but yeah, that's a good idea. Hang on a second. They go into the little brand tag. And
Don't forget Patreon.
Please support the BAM podcast on Patreon or Ko-fi. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you next time on the BAM podcast.
Woo!